What's up, guys? Expel here, and today I'm gonna be bringing you a weird video. As you can see from the title, we are gonna be facing a hacker today. It's a pretty insane gameplay as well. So I'm gonna be going over not only what happens with a specific hacker who may do something a little bit crazy, but as well as that, we are gonna, kind of hop in and go over some tips and how I played up until the point to where that hacker killed me. Because I want to just show you guys how to get better. And I felt like putting hacker in the title, because there was a hacker in the game, seemed like the best way to get your attention and say, hey, I'm here to help. Please subscribe. Also, I would like to remind you there are timestamps in the video description on all my videos. Actually, in the description, in the pinned comment on the video playhead, you can use all of those to skip ahead to the gameplay whenever you want, so you never have to hear me say anything. But also, before you do that, please do me a favor, drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and maybe turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. You can also follow me over on twitch.tv/iamexpel. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the way up until 2 p.m., which is when my videos go live on YouTube. You can also do me the sweetest, kindest favor and follow me over on Twitter. And join my Discord. You can find those links in the description down below. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you guys to get some learning done. And also, check out one of the craziest hackers I've ever come up against in all of my days. As you all know, one of my favorite spots to land is gonna be the Superstore. Ladies and gentlemen, I love the Superstore. I'm gonna be watching this gameplay back with you. Obviously, I can't commentate over it without doing so, but that's what we're going to be doing. I hit just the best landing right there. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. Sometimes I love what happens whenever I'm really feeling myself. So in this case, whenever I'm dropping down into the building, I'm gonna do my best to listen to know what is going on around me. If I don't know what's going on around me, I can't get kills, I can't do anything. So I come in through that window, I hear there's a guy out behind, and we start fighting that guy. Sadly, you see right here, I went to fight this man, and I accidentally brought up my map. This is the last time that happened, by the way, because I actually fixed it to where that wouldn't happen anymore. I changed my map button, and you can see I got really upset with myself. So yeah, here it is. I got real pissed. We just go in and anyway, let's go on. So as I'm coming down, I realize I have to decide where I want to go, and I know that I can't go back to Superstore. And with as little cash as I have, I really don't want to go back to Superstore. So I decide that we're going to land on this rooftop here and try and loot up. It didn't seem like anybody had hit it, so I dropped on it. We found a P90 and we start looking around. We're going to kind of decide where we want to go from here. I'm going to look around and see that there's a guy on the mini map, and we're going to fly on off of this piece and head over and try and grab some kills. Now, I do end up seeing this guy in the sky, so I try and land on this building to see if I can pop some shots from the top. And so I'm gonna dive down on this rooftop and then go a little bit past it just to hit some shots on this guy. And we're gonna play peek-a-poo with the peek-a-peek-a-poo. I'm gonna poop on that man. I pooped on him. That was weird. So I play peek-a-boo with the guy, but we still know that there's another guy inside the building. So I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna try and put myself in a higher position than the guy inside the building. So we take the roof here, and then I hear that guy dropping back down. And he is just impressed with my gun skill of knowing how to turn around and shoot a guy out of the sky that's dropping on top of me. And you know what? He said, F it, bro. I'm coming back. I'll take another death. I'll take it. I don't know which one. I'll take it. One more death. One more. And I just start looking around. I'm like, is he gonna do it again? Is this guy gonna do it again? Obviously, he doesn't. He's not coming back in. So I start looking around inside, and I see the guy just chilling. And he's gonna end up going up top. So I toss up a C4 to see if I can hit. And for some reason that window's broken. So we're gonna head over here, look around, and I'm gonna try and get fancy with it here. I start looking around. I'm thinking maybe I can jump on that. And I can't, because I just bounce off the windowsill because I'm an idiot. And this guy decides he's gonna peek me. And he made a mistake doing that, because I was already ready for him to peek. I was listening. I saw his shadow, and then I saw him peek out over it. And I was ready. I was aimed down, waiting for him to peek, and I slowly peeked around the corner with him, and I killed him. And now I'm looking around to see if that guy's gonna come back, because at this point, I'm just trying to figure out, is everybody gonna come back 47 times? Because if that's the case, I'm pretty hype about it, okay? So I'm looking around. I don't see anybody. So we're just gonna hop out of here. We got 8 grand. We need some plates. We gotta head over this direction and see if we can find some sort of plates. Maybe find another person. I'm looking around. I see that guy's in the sky, and I'm like, man, I only have a P90. It's not even worth it to really try and shoot at somebody from this distance. And then I realize there's a guy landing back on top of that roof. Are you kidding me? So I pull out my long-range weapon, because this is a long-range engagement, and I check to see if I can find him. I don't see him, so I start to push forward, hit a few shots with my P90. We're gonna slowly push forward again. I throw the C4, see if I can hit him through the the windowsill. I don't hit him, and as I come up, he one-shot me with a daggum shotgun, brother. Now, one thing you'll notice whenever I'm playing Stimulus Souls is I'm really not super concerned about whether or not I die, as long as I have the cash to come back. That's the biggest thing, and that's something that I actually, in yesterday's video, I talked about. If you have the cash, don't be scared to come back. Don't be scared to come back on your loot. But on top of that, if the player's obviously better than you, don't be stupid. Okay? Don't be stupid. So at this point, we're going to be landing at our permanent residence for the remainder of the game, and that's going to be Promenade. We're going to be chilling in Promenade basically for the remainder of the game. I'm going to grab, $500 out of there, as well as a P90, because for some reason the P90 is the weapon of choice for this game. And look, there's another P90. I don't know. So I get lucky. We grab a few plates, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I got somebody shooting at me. I'm going to grab up top, and then I'm pretty sure I heard somebody bust open a door down below as I was coming up. So I look down below. Sure enough, I see this guy. He starts running back down. He's like, nah, fam, I'm out of here. This guy's better than me. I don't think I can do it. So he's skirting. He's getting out of there. And then he drops precision airstrike because he's got a massive weenie. I don't know what to say. It's so god dang huge. So I'm just chilling. I'm waiting to see if he's going to come back inside or if he's just sitting on the bottom. I'm not entirely certain what's going to happen. But he did a good play, okay? He did a really good play throwing up that precision airstrike. So good on him for that. And I decide that I'm going to head over and try and get a little bit more loot, because I've been hearing this supply box all the way across this whole time. If I can grab this loot, I'm going to be a lot better off. So I grab another plate, grab a little bit of, stuff out of that box there. And then we're just going to look around. We're going to look around, see if we can find anybody. I realize I have $3,600, and I know that I need a little bit more money if we're going to do anything around here. But I also see a guy on this roof. I pop him once, I miss, and then I realize that I suck. So I just back up, because the FAMAS is so hard to handle. Boys. The FAMAS is really ridiculously hard to handle. So I'm going to hop down on this building, and I'm going to get shot at. And whenever I get down here, I realize that whenever I pick this up, I've got to lay down. This guy's going to start popping at me again, and I'm like, all right, you want to play this game? We'll play this game. So I whip out the FAMAS. And I set it up to where it's not going to have a ton of recoil. I pop him twice. He decides, hey, you know what seems like a good idea? Let's peek one more time. And so I beam him twice with the FAMAS again. I start shooting this guy with the FAMAS, the guy that shot me from behind. So I gotta switch positions. I gotta put myself in a better spot to, shoot at that guy. And I do. And then I realize, hey, I've got to reload my weapons. So I lay down behind this to reload my weapons to give myself a little bit of cover, because cover's huge in this. Pop a few more shots. I see my loadout drops coming down, and I see this as an opportunity to get myself ahead. I see this loadout drop, and I know that I have to do something. But, I'm coming over here because I need, maybe a UAV, maybe some armor plates. And I decide, you know what? I have no armor plates. We're going to grab armor plates. I go ahead and throw it on. And at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I'm 600 under the mark to where I can come back. So whatever I do, I have to do my best to stay alive. If I push into somebody here, I will probably die. So I'm going to use this heartbeat sensor to try and find everybody before they find me. Luckily, I end up finding a guy on the heartbeat sensor, 49 meters out, 27 meters out, and we're going to slowly make our way over here. I see him peek that, instantly just headshot. I'm pulling down my aim as it's hitting recoil, and I'm going to hit those headshots and just beam the guy off the building. Now, I get shot from behind as I'm pushing up top to grab his loot. My immediate thought is get out of the way. There's no way that you want to stand there and take the shots whenever they are shooting at you. So I'm going to take the high ground, try and figure out where the guy's at, look around, and if I can't find him, we're going to get out of there. So I'm looking around, trying to find it. I see that this guy has an armor satchel, and I'm going to try and grab that as well. So we grab the armor satchel and we're going to check the heartbeat sensor to see if this guy's around. Oddly enough, the guy that I killed right there came back down on the building beside me, but he had a pistol. Otherwise, I would have pushed all the way back down. Since I know he's got a pistol, I'm going to hop back up top. I'm going to pop some shots. That's actually a different guy. There are 2 people on the buildings up there. One, you hear with a pistol. The other guy had an actual weapon. So I didn't realize the guy came up. And that's going to put me in a weird spot here. So I realized I've got to back out. I got to get out of this area. And I got to put myself in a better spot. So I'm checking my heartbeat. It says 26 meters. I'm going to back up and I'm going to get inside this building to give myself some cover. And when I go in, notice I close the doors. Close the effing doors, guys. Close them. You don't want them knowing you're there in any way. If you close the doors, not only do they not know that you're there, but if they open the door, you're going to hear it. So it's going to put you in a good spot. Now, when I get to the top, I'm going to do my best to hit a head glitch. For those of you that don't know what a head glitch is, it's going to basically allow you to, have them only see your head. Now, I get lucky. I see this guy down below, but I'm not certain that he killed the other guy. Luckily, my tracker shows me there's a skull right there, which means he shot and killed the guy that he was, already shooting at. So I grab all the stuff that they had. That's going to give me $16,000 cash. And in my head, I'm starting to consider, hey, I got a little bit of money. What can I do with this money? Do I need to push out? They had a ton of cash. So I'm going to do the little math in my head here. And I'm going to say, hey, there's a big opportunity that they're going to come back down and try and get their stuff again. So as I'm going up, I'm checking my heartbeat. I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out if they are coming back. So I'm just looking around here just to see what's going on. And we're going to kind of chill up here for a second and see if they come back. That's one thing you guys have to remember to do whenever you're playing these stimulus solos. You want to be seeing if people are going to come back. It's a really, really big thing, especially whenever they've got a ton of cash and you see that. They definitely will be coming back. There's no guarantee they'll drop on their loadout, but they're probably going to come right back there. So now I actually ended up grabbing a bounty. And this bounty, I usually don't grab them, but I felt a little weird. I was like, man, I haven't seen anybody in a while. I feel like I'm going to get caught in a bad situation. So I'm going to use this bounty to find some other people because I don't have a UAV. I don't have something to help me find other people. So the first thing I do after I get that set up, I grab a self-revive, I grab another UAV, and I hop around the corner to see the guy that had shown up on the UAV. I see him coming down. I beam him with my grout, which is an insane weapon. I'm going to have a class setup video on this class coming very, very soon. Whenever it's out, I promise I'll do my best to put it in the description of this video. If you guys are watching it, like, I don't know, a week later or something, should be out within a week. But I see this guy is still on, a bounty, but he's not really pushing towards me. And I also see this guy coming down from the sky. Poor guy really just took it there. And then I'm going to just push up to this guy and see if I can kill him. Now, the reason I've chosen to do this is because I saw that he was coming down with a pistol, right? So if I push up top and I know that he's got a pistol, when I get on this staircase, I check and see he's disappeared, which means he's kind of moved away. He's moved away back behind, and I saw that the bounty was coming closer. Luckily, with tracker on this class, I can drop down and hit the guy because I see where his footsteps have led him into the building. That's why using tracker is such a large thing that you need to be doing. Now, I'm actually kind of chilling for a few minutes here, or I was, while I kind of hopped into a call with Rara. And you may notice, well, actually, never mind. I'm not even going to mention it because I don't want you guys to go crazy thinking about it. Regardless, there's a guy over across the way. I saw him shoot, and I start looking around to see if I can find him. I don't find him, so I'm going to just check my backside because this is the way that the circle is going to be coming in. So what I'm thinking right now is see if somebody is moving in to try and get inside the circle, and maybe I can get some of those kills. But I see some people shooting over here one more time, so I start looking around, and I see the guy right there. I start popping the shots. I missed every single shot. Now, that's kind of an issue because I basically already gave my position away. Regardless of whether or not I have a suppressor, they already know where I'm at. But I'm going to do the smart thing, and I'm going to take the high ground and try and get to where he's at by taking high ground. So I'm going to go up the staircase in this building, get to the roof, and hopefully we can catch him off guard. Now, I bust through that door. I understand that that kind of gives me a way in some sort. But I'm not seeing him on the radar as it is, so I don't really think that it's a big deal. Because I don't think, if I'm not wrong, I don't think that he had his class or anything like that, or it didn't seem like it, or at the time I wasn't thinking that he did. So I thought maybe he'd show up on radar, but he wasn't. So as I'm pushing over here, I'm trying to figure out where he's at, and I can't figure out really where this guy might be hiding. So I decide, all right, I guess I'll probably just go up in this building. And then as I'm moving in, I hear him running up the staircase here. So I'm going to slowly crouch my way up and probably eventually hit the wrong key and accidentally, make a little bit of noise. Not gonna, yep, there we go. Yep. All right. So we're going to slowly make our way up the stairs, try and be as quiet as we can, and hopefully not give ourselves away to the guy that's up top. Now, as I come up here, I'm going to check behind me to make sure that the guy is not inside of here. But in just a second, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear him shooting, and that's what's going to give him away. So as I push in this back bedroom, I don't see him in there. So we slowly, we're not picking anything up because anything you pick up makes noise. I'm going to see a guy 43 meters out, and I'm also going to throw a C4 because I thought I heard him up there. So I toss a C4. This guy has no idea what's going on. So luckily, I get a pretty easy kill on that guy. Now, I saw that there was a guy 43 meters out, and I'm not 100% certain that this guy killed him. Luckily, I caught him just barely right before he started shooting, and it gave me an opportunity to kind of get away. Now, I realized I've only got 5 plates, so I decide I'm going to back up and try and get as many plates off his body, as well as the ammo and stuff like that, to give me an advantage. Now, this guy's got a sniper from across the way, and we've got the other guy coming back down at the same time. So I decided to get a little cover. This guy drops down, and I miss a couple of shots. Luckily, I'm good with a C4, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy has got the skills with a C4. I'm just saying. So we toss the C4 to try and finish up that kill, as we don't have a rocket launcher for that, explosive damage radius. So we toss the C4, we get the kill. It's taken care of. At this point, I'm going to be watching a lot of different directions. The circle just closed in, so we're doing our best to watch our backside here. I see a guy on this rooftop, and I'm thinking maybe I can pop a few shots. Sadly, he had a lot of cover. So this other guy comes right back down. I don't know what his deal is. He really, really wants his stuff, man. He does not care. He thinks he's going to get me. And I realize he's got really no cash. He had $100 to his name. So to me, that means a couple of things. I really doubt that he's going to come back down after having that small amount of cash, but there is still a chance that he will. So I'm keeping that in mind, but I'm also like, he'll probably not come back. So I'm going to just start looking around, and we're going to use this building to our advantage and just try and stay away from people. But at this point, there was a laser that was on the building that I actually didn't see. And I heard that guy coming back once again, dude. It is absolutely insane. That guy does not give a heck, man. He just keeps going at it. But that is his last life 100%, and I know that. But this guy is really doing his best to pop some shots. So I'm going to use the head glitch that's on top of this roof and try and watch and see if that guy starts shooting at me so I can beam him with my growl. If he shoots at me, I'm fairly certain my shot's a little bit better, so I can challenge this and be happy with the result in most cases. Now, the other guy, I actually didn't kill. So when I turn around, I've got to start looking for him and see if I can find him. I'm not entirely certain where he's at. I'm looking every direction that I can to see if I'm going to find anybody. And as I run away, I'm going to kind of use the knowledge of that guy might be peeking to see if, maybe he does peek and I could just turn around and catch him off guard, him thinking he's going to get a free kill. Then we've got a guy down here that's absolutely chilling. We just beam him in the head. And if I'm not wrong, he might come back in a minute. But we're going to stay on the roof and we're going to keep our high ground. And in a situation like this, when you're not exactly on the edge of the circle, but you are very close to the edge of the circle, you do want to try and keep that high ground. I'm not saying camp and sit inside the building, but kind of go for those kills and try and eliminate as many people as you can coming around the edges of the map. That way you'll have less people to fight when you get to the end game. And that's just the way that I think whenever I'm playing through a lot of these moments. And like I said, that guy might come back. We're going to toss a C4, 1 C4, 2 C4, and he's down. Like I said, C4 God out here. I don't know what you want me to say. And then I see on the mini map, we got a guy shooting. So I open up the map and we start checking around. I don't see anything, but I do catch this guy coming in right here. And man, he can take some shots, but at the same time, there's another guy behind me popping me. So I get to the other side of the building to give myself cover from the guy that was on the roof before that was shooting at me. And then I finish the kill before I turn around and start checking to see if this guy is still shooting at me. Now, I end up finding out that the cash deployment's gone. No more coming back. So I decide that we're just going to get ready and just head out. So I'm looking around. I'm checking my heartbeat sensor to see if I can get out of here. And then I don't see anybody else. We're still checking. And then it's just jump off, you know? So we decide we're going to jump out of there. I grab, the closest thing to me. And then that guy came back again. Are you effing kidding me, bro? Luckily, he got shot from the back, which he well deserved. And we're going to try and take the roof of this building because I want to give myself some sort of cover from the guy that's on top of another building. Now, I'm thinking at this point, he might be at the building beside me, and he might be at the building with the red roof. So I'm looking around. I don't see him on the building beside me, and I don't see him on the red roof. So I'm going to hop over, and then I'm going to check my heartbeat. If I'm not wrong, I might be lying to you. Yep. So we check our heartbeat. I see he's 6.9 meters out. He's just sitting at a corner. What a guy. Just sitting at a corner. Now he's doing his best, and I will give that to him. He's doing something very smart, which is hugging walls. But he was in a kind of weird spot, and he obviously wasn't listening close enough to hear me jumping across and stuff like that. So kind of a bad spot for him, but it's okay. We end up grabbing his plates, all of his cash. We're going to start moving in here. And as we're moving in, notice I'm checking my angles. I checked my left, I checked my right. As we push into this area, I'm probably going to check the right side again because we've got an open area on the right here. So we want to make sure that we're not going to get put in a bad spot. But as I push up to this building, I'm seeing on my heartbeat about 40 meters out, we've got somebody on the building. So I'm going to crouch walk my way up to the doors. And as I get to these doors, I'm going to be hoping that the door's already open. If the door's open, then I can push in with no issue. Luckily, the doors were open, and I'm going to slowly walk in. I thought he was on the building. I thought he was on the very roof. He wasn't. He was chilling on the bottom. So I toss out a C4, waiting for him to come in, and he never does. So at that point, I blow up the C4 to give me a little bit of cover, and then I start rushing up the stairs. That way, I'll have the high ground, and worst comes to worst, I have the one door that he can come in at. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to jump around. I'm going to look at the top of the roof, and I'm going to see a guy on the building beside me. So I'm going to do my best to hit a head glitch, start popping this guy. I was hoping to get a few more shots because this guy is going to be annoying for the rest of the game. He's going to be laying down. He's going to be healing his armor. He's going to pop a few shots on us when we don't want him to. I get the down and I'm hyped. And then I'm like, oh crap, it's just a down. But I've got to get on the building. I've got to figure out what's going on to the side of me because I got somebody on that heartbeat, but I don't know where exactly they're at. So I'm still checking the heartbeat. I still got him 31 meters out. In my head, I'm like, all right, 31 meters looks like, maybe in there, inside that building there, inside the little garage. But I've still got this guy to my left, so I can't, 100% set myself up for looking that direction. But this guy only broke one plate, so I jump on top of the building, and he still killed me. This guy is so annoying, man. So annoying, but it's okay. I've got the self-revive. It's a good buy from earlier. And as I get over here, I see that guy shooting at me again, and I'm like, all right, we got to lay down. This guy is really going to try it. So I'm sitting right here in the storm. I'm using the storm as my cover. But I know that I have to get in because otherwise my gas mask is going to break. So I start flying in. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? There might be a guy down below. So I might need to close this door as well. But I'm going to wait a second and see if I can get this kill. We get the kill on the guy up above with the cheater clan tag, as I'm going to call it. And then I realize I might need to close the door because just in case he can come up, I want to close that door. Now, this is the guy from earlier. If I killed this guy earlier, I would have been in a 1v1 situation. And a lot of you guys might be wondering, where the fudge is that hacker? We found him. That guy spamming me right now? You might be thinking, oh man, there's no way he's a hacker. He missed his shots. Just trust me. He missed his shots because he's actually using a foul, which is a one-shot weapon, which means if I'm running, he shoots behind my head. So that's the thing. And right there, he domed me. And the only reason he didn't kill me, you see how it flicked to the side directly on my body? He aims down directly on me. Yeah, that's your hacker, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see in the top right-hand corner, he has 45 effing kills. He broke Flux's record. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. We literally died by the record-breaking hacker in Stimulus Solos. Are you effing kidding me? That good of a game and we die like that? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it happens. It happens. It does happen. Alrighty, guys, that is going to do it for the video. If you did go on to enjoy, if you learned anything, let me know in a comment down below. But more importantly, drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here, as well as turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. You can also follow me over on twitch.tv/iamexpel. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the way up until 2 p.m., which is when my videos go live on YouTube. And last but not least, please do me a huge, huge favor and follow me over on Twitter and join my Discord. I don't know why I said it like that. That's weird. I don't know. Hey, by the way, what do you think about hackers in this game, dude? How do you feel about them? Because, man, I feel like, you know, there's definitely less of them, but I also find that it's super annoying when I do die to them, because it's always at the end of the game and they always have a ridiculous amount of kills. So if you guys ever want to see more videos of me running up on hackers, I can show it to you. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, that guy's not a hacker. He was just really good. He was just better than Fluxery. No, no, trust me. He literally domed me every shot and aimed directly to my head. That is hacking. That is how hacking works. Someone in the comments is going to lose it. Also, in my last hacking video, that sounded weird. In my last video where I showed a hacker, people thought that I was being serious when I said, wow, that guy's really good. It was sarcasm. I just wanted you all to know, just in case you watched that video. All right, you guys have a good day. Thanks. Bye.